Have you ever pondered how the role of CEOs in modern corporations is changing? What impact does this have on the company's success or failure? The evolution of the corporate world over the years has seen the role of a chief executive officer, or CEO, shift dramatically. The traditional job description of a CEO as the ultimate decision-maker has undergone significant transformation. Today, CEOs are not just decision-makers, but visionaries and strategists who provide direction and inspiration to their teams. The CEO is no longer just the figurehead at the helm of a corporation. Instead, they are expected to play an active role in all aspects of the business. They need to be in touch with every department, understand the nuances of the market, and be able to foresee trends and changes. This requires a unique blend of skills and an ability to adapt swiftly to new situations and demands. In the era of social media and instant communication, CEOs are under constant scrutiny. Transparency is no longer an option, it's a necessity. CEOs today are expected to be open about their strategies, their successes, and their failures. This openness fosters trust not just within the company, but also with consumers, investors, and the broader public. Alongside this, there's a growing expectation for CEOs to be more socially conscious. They are expected to show a commitment to social issues and to ensure their corporations are contributing positively to society. This could be through corporate social responsibility initiatives, sustainable practices, or by championing diversity and inclusion. Furthermore, the rapid pace of technological advancement requires CEOs to be tech-savvy. They need to understand and leverage technology to drive their company's growth and to stay ahead of competition. These shifts in expectations and responsibilities have certainly made the role of a CEO more challenging, but they also offer opportunities for innovative and forward-thinking leaders to shine, to make a real difference in their organizations and in society. So how does this changing role affect the performance of companies? Let's delve into some case studies. Take a look at Apple, a company that has seen significant changes in its leadership over the years. The company's story is a fascinating study of how the role of the CEO can significantly influence the direction and success of a business. Let's start with Steve Jobs, the visionary co-founder of Apple. Steve Jobs was not just a CEO, he was a pioneer, an innovator, a disruptor. He had an uncanny ability to see beyond the horizon, to envision products that consumers didn't even know they wanted yet. With this forward-thinking approach, Jobs transformed Apple from a fledgling startup into an industry leader. Under his leadership, Apple introduced groundbreaking products like the iPod, the iPhone, and the iPad, revolutionizing the tech industry and setting new standards for design and functionality. But Steve Jobs was not just about innovation. He was also known for his intense focus and perfectionism, traits that often made him a demanding leader. Yet it was this relentless pursuit of excellence that propelled Apple to achieve extraordinary success. Then came Tim Cook, who took over the reins in 2011. Cook, a seasoned operations executive, brought a different set of skills to the table. His focus was less on visionary product development and more on operational efficiency and supply chain management. Under his leadership, Apple has continued to grow, expanding its product lineup and entering new markets. However, Cook's more managerial approach has also led to some criticisms. Some argue that under his leadership, Apple has become less innovative, more focused on incremental improvements to existing products, rather than introducing groundbreaking new ones. Despite these criticisms, there's no denying the fact that under Cook's leadership, Apple has become one of the most valuable companies in the world, consistently posting record-breaking profits. Clearly, the changing role of the CEO has had a significant impact on Apple's trajectory. But what about other companies? Now, let's turn our attention to Microsoft, another tech giant with a fascinating leadership story. In the early years of Microsoft, co-founder Bill Gates led the charge. His product-oriented leadership focused on creating reliable, user-friendly software. This approach, coupled with his keen understanding of the market, positioned Microsoft as a dominant player in the tech industry. Gates' era was marked by the launch of revolutionary products like Windows, Microsoft Office Suite, and Internet Explorer. But as the tech landscape evolved, so did Microsoft. In 2014, Satya Nadella took the helm. Nadella, unlike his predecessor, adopted a more customer-centric approach. His leadership philosophy revolved around the belief that the value of technology lies not just in the products themselves, but in how they empower people and organizations to achieve more. Under Nadella's leadership, Microsoft shifted its focus from simply selling products to understanding and meeting the needs of its customers. This was a significant departure from the Gates era, but it was a shift that proved beneficial. Microsoft began developing solutions tailored to the needs of businesses and consumers, moving beyond just personal computers to cloud computing, AI, and more. This customer-centric approach also led to a change in Microsoft's culture. The company, once known for its cutthroat competitiveness, began fostering a more collaborative and inclusive environment. Nadella championed the idea of a growth mindset, encouraging employees to learn from failures and continuously improve. The impact of this leadership change on Microsoft's performance has been significant. The company has not only maintained its relevance in the fast-paced tech industry, but has also seen a resurgence in its growth and innovation. From Azure, Microsoft's cloud platform, to AI breakthroughs and acquisitions like LinkedIn and GitHub, Microsoft is once again at the forefront of the tech world. Just like Apple, Microsoft's evolution under different CEOs demonstrates the importance of adapting to changing times. Through their leadership, both Gates and Nadella have shown that the right approach can not only sustain a company's success, but can also propel it to new heights. Whether it's being product-oriented or customer-centric, what matters most is the ability to evolve and adapt in response to the ever-changing business landscape. So, what have we learned about the changing face of CEOs and its impact on companies? We've delved into the evolution of the role, the transformation of CEOs from not just business leaders but visionaries and influencers. We've seen this through Apple's innovative approach and Microsoft's customer-centric focus. Adaptability is no longer a bonus, but a necessity, as CEOs must navigate the unpredictable waters of the business world. They're required to be visionaries, setting the course for their enterprises, inspiring their teams, and relentlessly driving innovation. But it's not all about the bottom line. Today's CEOs must also be customer-centric, putting the needs and wants of their clients at the forefront of their strategies. Their leadership style, their vision, and their ability to adapt can significantly impact a company's success or failure. In the end, the role of the CEO is not static, but dynamic, always adapting to the demands of the market, the needs of the company, and the expectations of society.